Right, we're going to hear from one man who is hoping to be in that World 100 metres final, but as at the moment is some way short of being able to contend with Bolt Gay and Asafa Powell. The Nigerian sprinter Obinna Metu is one of three athletes that we're going to be following throughout the European summer on Sportsworld this season. All three of the athletes are part of the G4S programme that supports some of the world's up-and-coming competitors. No doubting that for all that, Metu has considerable talent. He is 23. He was a quarter-finalist at the Beijing Olympics in the 100 metres and the 200. But can he break through to the very top level of world sprinting? Well, earlier this year on Sportsworld, we heard how he spent Christmas in Jamaica with Usain Bolt and his coach Glenn Mills. So I asked him this week how that had affected his year so far.
It's one of the opportunities I've been looking for in my life as an athletics career. And G4 has provided such opportunity for me, and it was a very nice holiday and a very nice time I spent with Usain Bolt and Glenn Mills. So I can only say that my stay there was fantastic. My Christmas was fantastic as well.
And have you stayed in touch with Glenn Mills and Usain Bolt since?
Sure. I used to, tell him about my progress in my training and how my training is going on and my performances in training, So, and he used to send me a kind of program, what they're doing, the stage they're into. I always do keep in touch with him.
What effect has all this had on the beginnings of your season so far?
Actually, I had a little injury, so I've not started competing effectively. But I'm trying to go to some competitions in Nigeria to try myself before going to Europe to compete with people in the world. So, but I believe my competition there is going to be very, very creditable.
You're sounding very positive as well, as if you're very excited about what might be about to happen this season.
For sure, I believe that this year is going to be a great year in my athletics career, even though I've not really having a better performance. But I believe before the World Championship coming up in Diego in August, I believe I will be very, very okay because I know what I did. And training with Glenn Mills and Usain Bolt, in fact, I learned a lot of things there, and I think what I learned will progress me into future in my athletics career. So I believe that this year is going to be a great year in my athletics career.
Have you set yourself specific goals, and could you tell us about the kind of goals you've set?
Because of some certain things around me, I'm trying to finalize with my education this year. So I don't want to run much races, but I believe the ones that we go, I will showcase myself very well. I have a plan of running, let's say, 9 seconds this year before the year runs out.
Because I think I'm right in saying your personal best up to now is 10.16 officially, so that 10-second barrier is a big thing for you, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I believe I'm going to step down.
Well, I'm sure it's good to have that attitude at the start of the season for sure, isn't it? So it's a mixture then of racing and education. Tell us a bit about the education.
Well, I'm in final stage of my education. This is my final year. I'm studying management in the University of Nigeria, Enugu campus. So when I finish my school, probably my main focus is to achieve a good medal in Olympics. So, but I believe that I will still achieve my best in track this year because I've been given the best opportunity. So I'm going to show that I've been given the best opportunity. So
do you have exams coming up at the end of your final year? When are they?
I think around August, September, but right now our calendar is not yet out, but it will soon come out.
So you've got exams at round about the same time as the World Championships, possibly?
Probably. My school always help me. When I write to them, I think they can do something about that if both of them crash together.
So the ideal year for you might be, you get a good grade in your exams, you pass your course, and what, you get to the final maybe at the World Championship, something like that?
For sure. I believe is both opportunities is God that made it for me. So I believe that God knows why. He knows that I can handle both. So I'm not like having any double mind if my education or examination is going to set me back in the achievement I need to get in the World Championship, like being in the finals or being the first three in the finals of the competition. I'm not scared about that. So till when that time comes, I'm so much confident in myself.
Obinna Metu, a Nigerian sprinter here on Sportsworld. We're talking athletics with athletics commentator Ed Harry. And Obinna Metu, not just the hopes of Nigeria, but particularly, Ed, the hopes of his large family resting on him. He's got 8 brothers and sisters. He told me that none of them are sporty. He's the only one. So he really is attempting to do something special for them. How realistic is it that he can have this wonderful year? I'm not going to ask you about his exams, don't worry, but in terms of the athletics, I mean, he's quite some way in athletics terms short of 10 seconds with his personal best, isn't he?
1600ths off his current PB would take him down to 10 seconds dead, so that's quite a leap, but he's already a quarter-finalist at the last World Championships and Olympics, and listening to him, athletes project what they're going to do based on their training, and the amount of confidence coming out of him there, that the training has gone well, particularly the sessions with Usain Bolt's coach Glenn Mills in Jamaica. You know, why not? And I've looked, I was at last year's Commonwealth Games and last year's World Juniors. There isn't much behind him in terms of other Nigerians coming through, other West African talent coming through, so he's pretty much flying the flag for his country and for that region by himself at the moment.
Africa as a whole?
South Africa, not quite, a little bit more a little more talent down there, if you like, in the sprint. But for West Africa, a traditional powerhouse of sprinting, it's a fallow period at the moment. But hopefully, if Metu continues to improve as he hopes he will, a few more will come along and want to be like him.
Okay, Ed Harry, for the moment, thank you very much indeed. And Obinna Metu, confident despite having an injury earlier in the season. But he's a name we're going to be following throughout the course of the European summer here on Sportsworld. We'll talk very shortly about another one of our athletes to follow, who's Pauline Korikwiang of Kenya. Before we speak about Pauline, though, to the cricket and any